Disclaimer. This is a fictional podcast. So if you're offended, grow up. Yeah.
This all happened. Wonder how many times
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dabs and Blabs podcast. I am your...
What are you?
I don't know what I am today, but I'm Matthew, and I'm just moving this button. With me, as always, are my friendly cohorts around the room. I'm going to go to the left. I got Joe.
Hey guys, I'm Joe.
Perfect. That was probably the best one yet.
Not Norm.
I got a hot take about Norm today. I didn't feel good.
Okay, to my right is Brandon.
I'm definitely not Norm today either.
Fantastic. And across from me, last and always least, Sir Cameron.
Sir Cameron, the
The
fourth.
fourth.
1, 2, 3, 4th.
The Ringo Starr of the group.
Last episode, I felt like the fifth.
I mean, you kind of made yourself the fifth and tried to correct Matthew on how to do his own job.
Early poll results do indicate that same thought. So, also, it was only me that voted, so that's probably why. Also, I started the poll too.
Yeah, you did.
So,
You definitely did.
I mean, that's on me.
I think you got one on your side with Brandon.
So, anyway,
Well, first and foremost, the premise of the show, this is a fictional podcast where we do dabs, which we what?
oh, hey guys, welcome to Dabs and Blabs. We don't have dabs again.
Yeah.
We're doing great at this, guys.
Yeah,
4 in a row, maybe? 3 in a row? I haven't checked that.
have we dabbed on any of the episodes so far?
Episode 1, and there was all the torch sounds, and it was phenomenal.
First 2, I believe.
The
Because-
coughing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
In fairness, I think,
that.
and Mark, you can check this for anybody who doesn't know. Mark's our intern. She's great sometimes. Other times, not so much. But she needs to check for how many coughs. Like, she needs to mark that kind of stuff down.
So the point is we don't have any dabs.
Yeah, I was trying to dance out of that, but yeah. It's.
So instead we got this what? Anybody want to explain what I currently have in my hand?
I bet Brandon does.
Oh, boy, do I. So, already got the leafly pulled up this time. Jack Herer, also known as JH the Jack, Premium Jack, and Platinum Jack, is a sativa-dominant marijuana strain that has gained as much renown as his namesake, the marijuana activist and author of The Emperor Wears No Clothes.
I knew that.
Combining a haze hybrid with a Northern Lights 5 and a Shiva skunk cross, Sensei Seeds created Jack Herer, hoping to capture both cerebral elevation and heavy resin production. Its rich genetic background gives rise to several different variations of Jack Herer, each phenotype bearing its own unique features and effects. However, consumers typically describe this 55% sativa hybrid as blissful, clear-headed, and creative.
Once again, a quality read by Brando. He deserves to hit the blunt, which now he's doing.
So with what you just described, this should be a phenomenal show.
Yeah, but I don't want to pump the fucking viewers up too much because...
I mean, me and Joe have had the creative breaks, or the creative juices flowing all day for this podcast.
Yeah, and I got to be honest, mine are kind of like, I'm running on fumes right now. Like, I have a lot of good information, a lot of cool stories to tell, but now I'm just like, why bother? Also, I should mention
That's
that.
the second half of the show, kid. It's blabbing about random shit.
Yeah, I'm really falling short on that one. I'm not.
I mean, there's only two things. It's dabbing, which we failed at.
Yep, strikes.
Always.
Not always. No. We'll put this show in gear eventually and actually get a good supplier, maybe a sponsor.
We're still building the car. You know what I mean? Like, we're still building the car before we can't just hop out on the track and go racing.
So right now we're a wagon.
No, I would say that we are the frame with 4 tires. We just haven't decided.
We're like a Model T.
No, we're not, because we come in other colors than black. That was a dumb joke by a dumb anti-Semitic. I mean, what else do you want to add in there?
Gamers will understand this reference. We're the T-pose of a character.
So,
What is that?
who is going to understand that? Because
Gamers.
2 out of the 4 of us didn't get it.
Well,
Grammars? My grandma?
gamer.
Yes.
We actually, fun fact about grammar. Stay tuned.
My
I don't
babushka?
want to spoil anything. That is was that Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. Why? Because of the babushka lady. And ladies and gentlemen, I brought it back once again to JFK.
Are you going to let him explain what he's doing with my grammars?
I forgot he was trying to explain something. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Cameron.
I don't even know where it was at.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Something about typos.
Typos.
Gamers and
Gamers.
typos.
So not typos. What?
TPs?
T-posing.
T-posing.
T-posing. What is that?
Oh.
It's so the character
It's not
model
visual.
of any game character, 3D usually, tends to have a pose that's a T pose
Ah.
before developed into movement. And
Similar to a Vitruvian man.
Like a stick figure.
Yeah, kind of.
basically,
Like
it's- they,
Hangman.
they move that around at the beginning of development before animating it.
I just brought up a Da Vinci reference. Nobody paid attention to it, but Matthew said hangman, and everybody got a smile on their face. Tough crowd today.
Well, at least I know what T-posing is with my gamer.
You know what? You're right. I
Gamer.
got a little carried away. We learned something right there.
So here's the thing. This is where I keep it on track, and people act like I forget.
Okay.
Hit us with the reviews, Brandon.
I'm
I
looking,
forgot about that.
I'm looking through the reviews. I'm not finding any good ones to cherry pick.
Brandon, we just sat here and bragged pre-show to Matthew about how we did
Yeah, I know.
hella research and had hella
Are you
material.
saying Terry has not had?
No, you got to
not-
pick another username.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
Terry-
but I
Terry's
feel like
called
Terry
many
is
times.
yeah, Terry is like all over this site.
No, we've had to change numbers. a few times.
Wait,
I don't think that Terry called us the first time. If we go back and review that, I feel like that was like a weird, like, couple different timelines intersected there, and we just suddenly had him on the phone. I mean, I could be misremembering, but
Like the multiverse of dabs and blabs.
oh, that's fun. I feel like we would have fun in that. But like also, if we're gonna subscribe to the multi-universe deal, then that means out there's a timeline that the podcast doesn't work out well. Which, and I'm gonna be humble here and say I don't see a timeline where that happens. And I thank you all for agreeing with me there with silence. That's a weird way to agree with somebody, but
Sorry, I had a blunt in my mouth.
And I was
But now I have a
getting-
review in my mouth.
Yeah.
So this is
no, keep going, bud. Keep going.
Do what you do to me.
so this
Blaster.
review is from K6. I'm guessing an early prototype of K9.
Also, to a distant ancestor of KRS-One.
So this one isn't that great, but feelings aroused. That's scary. We're gonna have another horny podcast though now.
Everyone, keep your hands to yourself, and we'll all get out of this just fine.
Not those kind of horns. Creative, energetic, and euphoric.
Oh, I see what he did.
Says not big into sativas, but this one I make an exception. This one's a knockout. I wouldn't doubt this one goes down in the history books like Diesel's. This is how all sativas should be.
Sounds like a dick right
I'd
there
have to
for
agree.
you.
Right now, I feel pretty creative, pretty smooth.
Pretty creative, yes.
It's it feels like a very it's like looking at a nice symmetrical woman walking down the street. That's what that tastes like, I think.
And changing the subject quickly before
Wow.
we get into problematic words.
We're getting sexual.
No, we're not.
symmetrical.
Hey, man, sometimes symmetry
No,
is
I mean, I
sexual.
think it has something. Ask Brandon. It has something to do with the Fibonacci sequence, some fractals, and maybe a golden ratio or something.
I didn't understand a word you just said, and I loved it.
Long story short, like
Wow.
we're naturally attracted to things that look symmetrical. Like people with more symmetrical looking faces are considered more conventionally attractive.
Aesthetically pleasing, basically.
Thank you, Brandon.
It's
And is that
very
because,
true.
like, why is that?
I think it's just like a natural thing because things that just look symmetrical look balanced, and they look even.
It's easier probably for your brain to process in some way.
Yeah, most of the symmetrical people I've met are completely unbalanced.
Also, yeah, I really am a big fan of the asymmetrical demographic of our society. I don't like.
So,
Shout out to you, weirdos.
so Two-Face.
Okay, now that you said it like that, like no,
Shout
no,
out to you, weirdos.
and I have to rethink my stance apparently. But yeah,
Listen, man, there's someone for everyone out there. Tall, short, big, small, left, up, down, right, doesn't matter.
I mean, it's true.
that was beautiful.
Left,
some
up,
would say
down, right.
poetic.
BA select start. Was that on point, or was that wrong?
I mean, Cameron got his part wrong,
It's
but
up,
you
up,
got your
down,
right.
down, left, right, left,
up,
right.
up.
BA select start. 30
Yeah.
lives. Yay, Contra, I win.
It's been a while since I actually knew that.
So how long let's have a little fun here. How long has that gem been locked in your brain for?
Dude, these things get stuck in my brain. It's insane.
Notorious non-gamer Matthew.
I still remember.
Did you play the NES?
I grew up, yeah, I did. But I grew up an only child, so like I was left to my own devices. So
Okay.
anything with a melody tended to stick in my head, for sure.
Yeah.
Had to play the single player version of Battletoads.
Oh wow.
I don't think
What
I
is
ever
that
played
game?
that.
It's a Sega Genesis game.
Oh, that's not-
Like notoriously, a lot of people didn't know that had a 2-player mode because there wasn't like a separate option for it on the menu. All you had to do was just hook up the second controller before you started the game, and it would start in 2-player mode.
Bet you guys didn't know Brando was a game geek, huh?
Oh yeah, I had a
No,
I had a Sega Genesis when I was in middle school.
Did you have a Game Genie?
I did not.
Oh, nice.
I did.
What is
I had a few friends of them. With them. I never had one myself.
I have never heard of that.
Okay, so imagine like the internet in one disc for like a Super Nintendo or a Sega. With like all the
It was
internet
more like
codes.
having a lockpick set. Like, allowed you to get in any locked door.
How did
I
that
was gonna
work?
say it was more like a Game Shark, for like the Game Boy Advanced.
Okay.
They
makes
just
sense.
like they figured out the game, wrote code, wrote cheat codes around it, and then put it in a box and marketed it.
Is that for real what they did?
Pretty sure.
That's fucking cool.
I don't know. We could look it up, but whatever. Whatever.
Brandon was still trying to find a fucking review that was decent.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
We still haven't done that.
No, I didn't. I got K6's
No, I
review.
was, I was shitting on the quality of the review.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
This guy.
it wasn't the best, but I wasn't going to sit here and search through all 451 pages of JH reviews.
It wasn't the best is an understatement. Probably like 8th best review that Brandon's read, and he hasn't even read like 5 yet. So
This one's a knockout.
yeah, right. Like, come on.
They're all
Knockout.
knockouts, man.
At least call it a
You get to
KO.
fire something up, even if it isn't a dab. It's all a knockout.
I believe cannabis is the way of the future
Fabricated
And the now.
cannabis.
and somehow the past.
Oh yeah, this totally ain't real.
No, this is fictional. This is fake cannabis. This is what I would imagine this is what they use on the sets of movies.
Yes.
Cameron, what's the first type of medium of music that you listened on? Was it CDs?
What format?
Was it
Oh, what-
tapes?
What format?
Honestly, when I was young, I just listened to a lot of the radio, a lot of classic rock.
That's not the question I asked.
That's all I.
No, I mean, like,
What was-
how did you listen to
like,
it?
was it on
a
CD
record
or do you-
player?
Or is
Oh, on a
radio
on a tape?
is
What's
radio
the
still
first
there?
thing that you remember listening to music on?
Was it a record player?
I guess it was CD.
CD.
Mine
Maybe
Cassette?
Yeah,
Cassette
maybe a
tape?
cassette.
That
yeah.
was mine.
I was going to say we had cassette players when I was growing up, but like the first, like I never owned any tapes of my own. I don't think other than like children's tapes and stuff.
Children's tapes.
Like children's music and like
Brandon, you got something that you're not telling the podcast?
well, one Joe, they're cassette tapes, so slow your roll there.
You said children tape. That doesn't mean there could be some weird.
Two,
stuff on
I
it.
was a child, is what I
Oh,
was
so
referring
that-
to.
So that makes it okay.
We're all still
And
children.
3, I'm not Mike.
I believe that children are the future. I just want to state that.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Show them all the beauty that they possess inside.
High-eyed.
Nice. That's way to verbalize a
So Cameron's was a cassette, probably. Joe's was
Yeah.
a
cassette.
cassette. Brandon's was a cassette, right?
Yeah.
So I probably got the record player. It was the first thing I remember.
That's fair.
I remember playing an album at my aunt's house because she had this like dope ass stereo system where it had two cassette decks,
Sure.
an equalizer, a tuner, 2 tall ass speakers, and then it had the turntable on top, and then it had a storage place for your records at the bottom, and it had one of these glass doors where you pushed it in and it had the little magnet on it.
That's fancy
Yeah.
as shit.
It was dope.
That's super
And
fancy.
the album I always picked. Well, she had Michael Jackson's Thriller, which you could play from front to back. It was pretty awesome. But besides that one, the one that was always real hokey, but was totally cool, was the Oak Ridge Boys. And it was Elvira. No bullshit. Elvira. Elvira.
I don't want to get that song stuck in my head right now.
Elvira.
That's not helping.
My heart is on fire.
I hate you. God, you're the worst.
And the best part is the pre-chorus, right? Giddy up.
And Papa Malmo.
Yes, thank you.
Can we move on now?
Yes, sir.
Did you get what you came for?
Well, mine was a record.
I-
But my uncle did have a fucking 8-track player in his car. I think he had a custom.
72 Camaro.
No, I'm pretty sure it was an 86 Monte Carlo with T.
I wasn't far off.
SS. It was nice.
Nice.
Speaking of SS, Brandon, what's the symbol called?
Oh, the SET, the German double S letter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought for a second I misheard him. Yeah, the double S letter. It's called an SET.
You lost me.
So it's kind of like a cassette, but just like the back half of it. So SET.
SET.
A set.
A set.
SET.
And it means
It's a
what?
it's a letter in German. So instead of writing two S's out, you can just write one letter. It simplifies things so much. Like I was telling Joe earlier, I wish we still had the letter thorn in the English language, because thorn used to be the letter we used for the th sound.
But it was called a thorn, like a fucking thorn in your side. Like Cameron. Cameron, how we doing?
How do you spell thorn?
Well, I don't know, but every rose has its thorn.
Oh God.
Technically, you would spell it
You calling me a rose?
thorn, O-R-N.
Thorn.
Are you a polyglot?
I
What?
also
No, I'm mostly just speaking English.
Oh.
But I love studying linguistics and stuff like that.
I'll be damned.
What's your favorite
What's
linguistic?
your high score on
Yeah.
Duolingo?
What's your
Are they a sponsor?
2.
No, they're not a sponsor, but that's not our call. That's somebody else's. So
Is Jack Herrera a guy?
Not
Can
a
he sponsor us?
He is a guy, not a sponsor.
Can we have him on the podcast?
I don't know. Is he still alive? I feel like
That's a segment right there. We should do
Wow.
a segment on this podcast called
Is he still alive?
Still alive.
I feel like it's
You
really
just got to
easy.
pick somebody that's questionable. It'd be like, ooh, he could be either way.
Well, we can do that because last week that's how we found out about Bill Pullman,
Right.
and Bill Paxton.
All right. I hope he's
Whoa.
not pissed.
One of them's dead.
I
Remember?
know. I hope the one that's alive is not
I
pissed.
think that's Pullman.
Exactly. I hope he's not mad at us.
Also,
But
yeah.
if he listens,
He will.
hello and
Alright.
sorry.
hey,
Yeah, for
open
sure.
invite.
Open invite.
So no, Jack Herrera died in 2010.
That's gonna be hard to get him on here, but I stand by my open invite.
I mean, there had to be somebody close to him. Somebody that knew
like
his
an assistant?
ins and outs.
So like
Maybe
an
a
assistant?
son? You get the son on there.
I don't know. I don't want to speak, on a
Because
story.
I thought
don't know.
as a podcast, we need to progress, right? So we can't just sit here and always talk about this fictional podcast. This fictional podcast has to have aspirations to be something bigger. Like, remember the strain company we wanted to start?
The string. company?
Strain company?
I
where
mean,
we
I'm-
make our own strains like Jack did?
Yeah, I mean that's
Is
honestly
that
where
what-
it's at.
Is it Strand?
Is that what-
Do I
it's
fuck
just-
that up all the time?
No,
Strain.
it's strain. It's strain. You're right.
So then, what's a strand? Just hair?
Pearls.
Oh,
Oh.
boo.
Boo.
Cameron, you haven't been too sad on the pod today. Is there anything that's getting you down today?
Honestly, today's been pretty good.
All right, moving on. Thanks, Cameron.
So
We'll
so,
come back when you're sad.
So Joe, I understand you have a story you wanted to share from a friend of the podcast.
Is it a Joe Defense?
It's not. It's just also a segment I'd be interested in making is just reading old text messages, just to like
Just
see-
random text messages? Joe reads random text
I
messages?
mean, there's just I know between me.
I like that. Let's
yeah.
go with that. You going to do that now?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Shit, hell yeah.
Good.
I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Insight.
No, this one was a message from our good friend Riley. She's a longtime listener.
I don't know her.
We haven't. You don't.
She hot?
She's a good looking broad.
She symmetrical, Brandon?
I mean, I don't. You're
Very-
not going to be happy when I tell
Very
you.
asymmetrical personality, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So anyway,
Balanced ones are always
I'm
unbalanced. I love
so confused.
So, my friend Riley sends me a Snapchat earlier, and it's her face, and then it just says, "Yo, I tried to lose my virginity last night." And I was like, to who and how did it go? Actually, I was grammatically correct, Brandon, and I said, to whom and how did it go? To which she replied,
There is no try.
it went horribly. Insert dating app here. Was just looking for a sugar daddy. She's very honest. I love that. This is a quote, and Brandon hasn't heard this one yet, but she sends me.
She's pimping out her looks
no,
for
no.
money.
She's taking advantage of a capitalist society, man. She's doing all right.
Free market.
Don't knock the hustle. Anyway, so
Hate the game.
she says, first of all, homie couldn't make it past my cheeks, so it didn't happen. I was like, wow. So
She's got a nice smile.
then I was like, yo, what was his name? To which she responds,
Cameron.
Joe, of all things.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
So yeah, so there's a
She doesn't even know who the
there's
fuck I am.
there's quite a few laugh my ass off from her, which I didn't appreciate at the time, but I guess it works now. So then she's like, I'm sitting there playing fucking Atari with this man's 3-inch Punisher.
Oh.
So I immediately said, I'm saving this for the podcast.
He brought a mini flashlight.
No. I think that was the comment on the size of the weapon that this man was wielding. So then she says,
Just remember, gentlemen, it's not the size of the flashlight; it's how you use it.
I thought it was the girth of the flashlight,
she said,
like a chode.
he.
Like a chode. Oh my god, why? Why does it have to go there? What?
Moving on, Joe. Keep reading.
Getting sexual again. What the fuck?
Oh, this is gonna get if you.
You got to give the people what they want. I learned that from Jalen Rose.
It is-
Open invite. Love
Oh
it.
hell
Hey.
yeah, Fab Five, fuck yeah.
Fuck,
It's the
dude.
weed we're smoking too.
I know. It feels so creative, Cameron. I feel like I just could play
So
ping
anyway,
pong with you right now.
Back to our friend Riley here.
40 love, bitch.
So she then says, then this dude asked her to do mouth stuff, and she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Boom, nuts right away, right? No warning. And this is in all caps, this next one that immediately followed that. And it says, and then he has the audacity to stand up and put on his fucking, and this is a quote, navy blue old man pants and be like, you're sexy. We got to do this again sometime. This man was in his early 40s, and Riley is in her early 20s. So I, naturally being a journalist at this point, I go, does he have any chance that there would be a round two? Or are you over the particular experience? And she says, I'm kind of happy it ended. I fucking had my legs behind my head, and he still couldn't do it. So this is what,
Did he have penny loafers?
I didn't get that,
Oh, you
but
should send that right now.
like,
Maybe we get an update live.
Is it
on the
legit
pod.
like 3 centimeters?
Cameron, I was not there, so I can't confirm anything. I'm just letting you know that what
Centimeters.
Riley texted me and let me.
Definitely use the metric system.
Exactly.
We should.
What would that be, Brandon?
What?
Metric
like-
system? Yeah, Brandon, what is the metric system?
No. I know what the metric system is.
I was hoping for an answer.
He's asking how
Just
big
saying
the
if-
dick was.
Oh, like 3 inches?
Centimeters.
I think like about
3 centimeters is about.
It was called
It's
a
about-
3-inch Punisher.
yeah. I think 3 centimeters is about an inch, so it'd probably be about 9. Because there's about 30 centimeters in a foot.
Fair enough.
How many centimeters in a foot?
30. But isn't it 32 though?
Like I said, about 30. I didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was 32. I could be wrong.
I know there's 33 inches in a meter.
Is this the decline of our society where we can just Google anything
Certainly
at
the
a certain
decline of the
point?
fucking point I was making, but we're gone. We're
Oh no,
past
go back.
that.
Go
No,
back
we're
to it.
good. We're good. Riley is a friend of
I
ours.
had more questions.
Obviously, Riley. Okay, go ahead. What questions do you have?
I totally forgot.
Good job. Good job. No, thank you, Riley, for writing in and being a part of the podcast. We love you. Appreciate you.
Good luck with the next one.
Yeah. Good luck on losing the V card because she didn't.
She
so-
didn't technically. No
Whoa.
penetration happened.
She said she had
she
her.
still has her hymen.
She. What? Yeah. I haven't medically examined her,
I
but
don't know.
that's usually what happens there.
I feel like Dick Wolf would have followed up on this shit.
Dun dun.
I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. So anyway,
No open invite for that guy. Is anybody else
Dick
suing us
Wolf?
this week?
nobody has.
yet.
I haven't signed into the email, It might have been.
Cameron,
And we might be back on NBC Universal's radar here soon.
the peacock.
Oh yeah, the peacock. Actually, yeah. You know what?
My lighter. Peacock.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's
Flick your
fun.
bic, bro.
I mean,
Oh, nice. A double oh nice for all the listeners.
I know on playback, I will appreciate that.
Wow. Anyways, Joe. Yeah.
Brandon and I learned 2 new words today.
Hit me.
One was all right, but
No. Tell me the words.
oh, sorry.
Got it.
Yeah. Also, same rule as always. Any violence has to be done off recording. So,
I just don't care if you're violent. Just don't hit the mic stand.
well, in order to get to you, in my
Exactly.
current, yeah. See,
Say what you're gonna
you
say.
set a fucking trap.
I did.
Anyway, Brandon and
Gotcha,
I
Bear.
were doing good
Wow.
podcast homework, and we learned there's a certain quote that came up in a show, and this is what Brandon was alluding to about how NBC Universal is probably going to come after us. But I would look at it as
Not a sponsor.
not a sponsor, but I would look at it as an opportunity. I would certainly sit down and listen. Anyway, there's a line in Cheers where they're explaining in an episode recap to where Coach says there's something special about her puss.
Is this the Christy Alley Cheers or the other Cheers?
No, this was the Shelley Long Cheers.
Oh, thank you.
I think you did that on purpose, but we'll talk about that off air. Anywho,
Want me to shut it down?
are you want? We can.
Just give me 5 minutes, Cameron. Just give me
5 minutes?
5
I'm only gonna need 3. So I don't know
Why?
what the
Why
fuck
is
you're
is
doing.
that when I go to
Joe,
bed?
continue on.
Anyway, so Coach makes the comment of, and I quote, "There's something special about her puss." In the context, he's referring to Shelley Long's face, like
Allegedly, according to Joe.
Okay, because I wanted, and I still haven't gotten, the context, the cultural context, and the understood definition at the time, which was May
Did you look it up? Did the internet
May
tell you
10th.
the truth?
May 10th, 1984.
I'm sure
Yes,
anybody
the internet did tell us the truth,
I'm
and
sure
Brandon, please say it.
Anybody can contribute to Wikipedia. Though,
What the
right?
fact? What the fact that was? I didn't use Wikipedia in this case, actually.
Yeah, suck it.
Whoa, sponsor.
But
Not a sponsor.
no, but I did donate to Wikipedia this week.
Wow. So that's who fucking pays for all of us. Thanks, Brandon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
But anyways,
See what ads do? They
yeah.
get
So as I explained to Joe earlier, that word already. So the word puss or pussy or whatever already had the context of female genitalia at that time.
As one of the definitions. However, I was arguing without any information and just to be contradictory to Brandon I was arguing that puss in the early 80s meant your face. Like, right in the puss.
So which
That
one's
meant-
right?
I mean, I think in context, Joe is probably realistically right.
That's
but,
how it was used. However,
like, definitely just hearing Coach say that in the middle of the recap threw us for a loop.
yeah, unexpected. We paused it. It was great.
Well, what years were Phil Hartman on Saturday Night Live?
80s for sure.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Well, 90s.
I saw it on TV the other night where he did a skit where he was Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
And it was like he was going around the room and he was talking to Sinead O'Connor. Sting was playing Billy Idol. And Chris Rock
Nice.
was playing some other guy or something. But he was going around the room and he was like, Sinbad O'Connor, what do you think? And it was like a quick panel show. So, like, we could do that here. We could do, like, a quick panel show, like, where I come up with a topic and be like, Joe, what do you think?
Did
And
you
then I
say
comment on it, and I'm like, that's stupid. But anyway, it was funny, but he used, I love Phil Hartman, God bless him, whatever, that fucking sucked. But News Radio
86
was,
to 94.
News Radio was awesome, but he
Wow.
played Frank Sinatra, and he used the second F word that we're not allowed to use on this thing, and I was
That's
just
good.
like, holy shit.
If you weren't listening, that's the gay F word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2 rules
just stay
on the
away from it.
podcast. Yeah, we don't. There's no use for it. Not even when you're explaining the history of it.
Not even when the podcast is fake.
But boy,
Yeah,
Joe,
no.
we're gonna get into some problematic terminology later as well.
I mean, I think we're already getting there. So anyway, this is a fucking wind up. So anyway,
Yeah.
so we looked up. Long story short, we looked up the definition of puss and its meanings and all that good stuff. Then
It can be
Brandon,
traced as far back as Old Norse. the grandfather language of English.
Yeah, and can also be traced back to Low German.
Yeah, another descendant language of Old Norse.
I can't wait to travel over there, and they're literally like speaking English, but they're speaking so fast and so slangy that I'm just like, what did he just say?
It's just like, just listen to sounds. It's almost like music at a certain point. You just listen for the rhythms and the melody.
Where at?
Somebody
Can we
talking.
stop by Ireland, get drunk? 'Cause
I don't see why not.
Oh yeah.
You gonna drink, Joe?
If we go to Ireland, dude, yeah.
They say
I'm not a
Guinness, they say
prude.
Guinness is really good in Ireland, but I don't like Guinness personally, but
I don't like alcohol in general usually. Usually when it's like a social setting and it's like, yo, dude, take a shot. I'm like, yeah, a shot of JMO, and then it's done. Not a sponsor.
should be.
Could be. Would love to have it.
Holler.
We should learn some Irish for the trips. That way we can speak more of their own language than most of the Irish population because the English suppressed their culture.
I know
Do we want
Irish
to
names.
stay away from Northern Ireland?
Generally, yeah.
I want to go to both. Can I go
mean-
to both?
Yeah,
Why
absolutely.
not?
Because the DeLorean was manufactured in Belfast.
So we need
So
to
was
go
the
there.
Titanic.
Oh shit! Two things that
Wow.
went down in
Wow.
flames.
Here comes Brandon's next favorite stat about the Titanic is it fucking left out of Liverpool.
Oh, April
Yeah.
15th, 1912.
Liverpool to Southampton to Belfast to New York. Well, to Iceberg.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did not make that last one.
There's a VR game of that right now.
Of Titanic?
Going wild. Yeah, basically.
Do you have to avoid the iceberg?
No, so
It's a
you,
new segment for you.
it's more-
kid.
it's
The
more of an
gamer
ex-
segment.
The Titanic gamer is
Gamers
where
rise
we're
up.
now.
it's
Gamers
more
rise
of like a sit down experience and watch it as it happened because it shows it hitting
do you
the
know what
iceberg. Well,
So it's
technically,
not a video game, it's a fucking video?
no. It's an experience, but
It's a VR experience.
Shut up.
Do you need one of them Oculus things?
yeah.
Oh shit! You got one?
No, but I've watched a lot online. It's still interesting to see what the games
but
are
I've seen
because
it
it's
on
really
TV.
realistic, and if you're in that like in the VR, that is legit. You're in that world literally. You're
have
watching
said,
it.
People have said that it gives them mind boners. Is that true? Can you comment on the truth?
What is
of
it?
that?
What is a
girl,
mind boner?
that girl could go lose her virtual virginity.
Yeah, but she wants to lose her actual virginity.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole point.
Paint
Of
me like one of your French girls.
What?
Ooh la la!
I don't like.
This is getting sexual again. This is the strain.
No,
Like,
It's the
Wait, what's
strain.
the- what's
strain.
Oh, how do we all feel about it, real quick, Cameron? Shoot,
What?
Cameron.
On the spot,
how's
go.
it feel?
How's it feel?
How's it
Honestly,
feel? We
2
should
minutes.
fire up the other one.
Let's go. 2
it's
minutes.
got me enough energy to like keep me going for a bit.
Shit, yeah.
I'm
it
not
is.
going to bed anytime soon.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
How else do you feel?
Yeah,
How's
no,
it
because
feel?
we're still.
I'm
a
not
few minutes
horny.
away
All right, that's enough. Brandon, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm probably about to save us from the lawsuit from NBC Universal though, because me and Joe are now going to compliment one of our favorite episodes of Cheers. Very progressive for its time, especially being season 1 of Cheers back in 1983. The episode "The Boys in the Bar."
Yes, I remember that's a very specific episode that you brought up there.
Was this with Woody?
Are you talking about? No, Woody was not. This is season 1, so Woody didn't come until season.
Shit, I should have known that.
Because I believe Coach died after season 3.
I still need
So
to
you
see
get
the
3
show.
seasons of Coach, and then you
got
get
Ted Danson, Woody Harrelson, Christy Alley, Shelley Long.
Rhea
It's a lot of
Perlman.
big names. My God.
There's way big names. There's political names. that are in
Frasier?
there. The
Kelly Graham.
a few of the
Grammer,
a few of the Kennedys. There's
Really?
a lot, dude. There's a lot. Christopher Lloyd was in an
Oh,
episode.
the theme song, Cameron. Don't you know the theme song? It's so
yeah, the
good.
episode that the
Do
the
not
puss
get
was
us
in.
sued. Do not get us sued.
How does that sing?
When you
how's
like to
that-
get away,
Sometimes
No.
you want to
No, how's it start?
making your
Well, I
way in the
can't-
world today
oh, yeah.
takes everything you got.
Oh, but it's making the way in the world today takes everything you got.
Yep.
Nope.
Taking
I'm-
a break
I'm-
from all your worries.
I'm
Sure
really
would
sad
help
that I
a
haven't.
lot. And it goes down.
Wouldn't
Got
you
that,
like to get away?
Wouldn't you like
It's on Netflix, right?
get away?
No.
Paramount
No,
Plus,
Paramount
not a
Plus?
sponsor.
All right, that's enough.
Could be. Yeah. Also, I feel like we ran right up against the legal.
And Peacock.
And
I think that's
Peacock.
what we were trying to do. That's why I was
Wow.
trying to throw the melody out there.
Yeah. Well.
I like to see how hot the fire gets. I mean, what are they going to do? Oh, yeah, by the way, Cameron, we got some people calling in this week and writing us messages. They said cheer up. The PO box
That's
that I had forwarded from the.
It's ironically full of Cameron hate mail telling him to stop being so
Well, yeah,
negative and bitter.
I just shredded that shit. But
how-
the
how-
subpoenas and shit, I actually opened them and laughed, and
Why
then
did
I
you-
shredded those.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I was wondering why you kept those ones.
I don't know. It just it makes me laugh to open that shit because it's like this ain't real, bro.
Well, not only that, but as a person, I genuinely think it's very healthy to feel all types of emotions. And the sad ones are just as important as the happy ones.
Yeah,
Because
but you
without
don't
them-
have to. You got to spread them out, and you got to do different ones. You can't just be all the sad ones.
Well,
Like Cameron.
I'm here for the sad right now.
Wouldn't you like to
My
get away?
character, aren't I?
This is his therapy. Let him get it out
So anyway,
because he
Matthew,
said he had a great day. So if anything's bothering him, he's gonna get it out now.
I'm going to go back to talking about Cheers and trying not to get sued, even though you probably just got us sued by singing too much of the theme song.
I like Cameron's
Anyway.
emotional growth.
Well, here's some more. This is more about growth.
Okay.
So the episode in question, The Boys in the Bar, original air date January 27th, 1983. Okay, we're not in current 2022 levels of acceptance, which still need work anyway, but
Is this the cancel culture stuff?
no.
No.
This is actually it's at the time it was a progressive episode because Sam's old teammate comes back, wrote a book, a memoir, and in the memoir he comes out as gay. Well, he sent a forward copy to Sam to read. Sam didn't read it. You know what I mean? He thought it was just about the parties. Well, then in front of the like little press that was gathered, who all knew that dude came out in the book, Sam finds out in front of the press, so obviously has the typical gay panic reaction of like, oh my God, am I going to catch gay?
Or is everyone going to think I'm gay because we were best friends and we hung out all the time?
Because it was his party buddy, basically. So it's like, oh, whoa, then you
I
knew.
mean, a pro baseball player, cocaine, party buddy. I mean, are we talking bisexual here?
No, he came out as gay. But like the point was that it's trying to make is like they made several awesome points on it, and one of them was that it's cool to be that, but like it pointed out that dude was partying so hard like Sam Level was partying because he was covering up for the shit. So like it covers like shit that like at the time I obviously wouldn't have thought about. But now
Oh, you mean the echelon of fame?
Basically, like he said he was going like putting on this like Don Juan type personality where like him and Sam would go out to like all these towns and sleep with all these like different random women to cover up for the shame he
Oh,
felt
shit.
because he was
yeah,
a gay
dude,
baseball
it's,
player.
it's levels. But the point is that what we're making is in 1983, it's like, holy shit, like good on you guys.
Pretty progressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's glad that we're taking it up a notch and getting away from that, but I'm pretty sure there's some people that still suffer from that today. A little.
No, yeah, for sure. No, but the important thing is you gotta look at it as the context of the time. Speaking of time, what time is it?
Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 38-minute alert. It is time for Cameron to go to bed. Do you have work tomorrow, Cameron?
I do have work tomorrow. Am
Oh,
I going
shit.
to bed? No. I slept a lot today. Fuck it.
I told you.
Yeah, while me and Joe were doing work for the podcast, Cameron was upstairs taking a nap and watching movies with his girlfriend.
That's why he's so happy.
Don't worry about it. While Matthew's at
Did you get
work,
a handy?
several of them.
Definitely got more than a handy.
Yeah, all right.
She can't really give the handy. She can't use her own.
Yeah, I saw the pregnancy test upstairs.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh,
bro.
Hey,
First
just
edit?
saying that was
First
just
edit?
because
D&B Junior.
Hey, no, but it's very serious to get tested so that you know, and that applies to everything.
Tested for what?
I don't know, low IQ,
For the babies.
low IQ. Whoa.
definitely for
Shots fired.
Definitely
by
for
Matt.
Have you
definitely
taken
for
an
babies.
IQ test?
Not like an official one. I don't think. I mean, I've taken like the ACT. Does that
I'm
count?
going to print one off this week. We're going to make him
my
take
God. Look forward at the next.
can I do it?
episode.
it. Yeah, you want one too?
Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're going to have
Yeah,
an
fine.
IQ off.
Why not?
Oh, my fucking
right
God.
fucking now.
Oh, shit.
So
Can't wait for this episode.
So early bets. Do you want to make a bet on this?
Shit, yeah, I got 20 on B.
I mean, my
Actual money. This is a fictional podcast, but we're betting.
Yeah, I
actual
got some
money.
Monopoly shit in a drawer.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely.
20 Monopoly dollars. You just bet on Cameron?
No, Brian, on B.
Oh,
No.
no thank
I
you.
said B.
No,
B,
thank
B,
you.
B.
Definitely not voting on myself.
I'm not-
I'm
my
trying.
my
I'm gonna try.
my grandma was like mental level smart. She just never joined. She worked.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Mental level?
Mensa.
Mensa.
What's the fuck's that mean?
Dumb smart.
Oh, super
Yeah,
dumb.
Mensa's like this group for like super high IQ people, basically.
It makes
So
sense
it's in
now.
his genetics. It's in his it's in
See?
his epigenome.
See?
Epigenome. Did I get that right? Epigenome. I think so.
Epigene? Epigenealogy?
Brandon knows what I'm talking
Brandon?
about. He's super smart.
Words.
Epigenome.
What are we doing?
Well, Matthew's talking about genetics, not to be confused with eugenics or Drewgenics.
George,
Oh, man.
did you?
Did not intend to make Matthew do a spit take there, but that's
All the work that we did today, and that was what I was looking for, was a payoff like that. That's amazing.
Yep.
That was good times.
As long as it didn't go out your nose.
It's burning my nose.
It's burning, yeah.
Oh, it did.
one of these days Drew will be a guest on the podcast, and we're gonna have to explain.
Do not threaten me. It might be on the spin-off Brando podcast. Look for it next fall. It's also going to be a spin-off
Same
show.
episode that Ryan's going to be on. Of course,
No, I
'cause
think
that'll be the backdoor pilot for Car Talk with Drew.
the backdoor pilot. Listen to this guy. Somebody that's only going to stick around for 6 years over there is planning fucking.
I do like it. Yeah, I mean, he'll have equity stake. He's just trying to grow the brand, and that's good. We're trying
Oh,
to be
he said
progressive.
he was going to sell steak to me.
I mean, that's what
Wait a
you do,
minute.
guys.
Were you were talking about steaks in the company, yeah?
Oh, not grass fed.
No,
Wow.
You gonna pass that fucking thing or what?
Hey man, don't yell at me.
but
No reason for that.
no, the Cheers episode though got me and Joe looking up a bunch of stuff on gay athletes because we were trying to figure out like what the climate was at the time in terms of like athletes being out back in 1983, like why that would be a relevant topic for an episode of Cheers.
So, do you remember how Brandon made the comment many podcasts ago about I thought this was a true crime podcast?
Okay.
So, like, basically we did that. Like, I legitimately said today, and I know it's fucking stupid, and I know it's not true, but it sounded fun, and it kind of described me today, which was I looked at Brandon, and I go, I feel like a journalist. Like, I've actually...
Yeah, I mean, we
I
try to
did
be
hope-
informative. Yeah,
I know, but I did homework, dude. It was fucking fun. It was cool.
And you yelled at me a couple podcasts ago, Joe, don't do no
Yeah, you
homework."
don't do homework.
I got that. I'll pull that up for you if you want. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're growing outside of your comfort zone and progressing as a human being.
And you're
I am
having fun with it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what we got after and the story. We were trying to think of more like at the time what we couldn't find, and we knew we weren't going to find a list of basically who was the most famous gay person at this year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because we didn't know who had come out, who was in culture at that time. You know, so we couldn't find that. But how did we get to our next one?
So I was just looking at a list of LGBTQ athletes, and one of the ones that came up was Robbie Rogers, who I recognize as a former player for the LA Galaxy, who at the time was the only out player in the Big Five American sports leagues, and was also only the second British footballer to come out while playing after Justin Fashanu.
Which, so we're like, and with all due respect to Justin Fashanu, and believe me,
Or
when I-
Fashanu, I believe.
Fashanu, yes, it is Fashanu. Mad respect to him, but like, I had never heard of this guy prior to today, so naturally I was, oh, yo, who's this guy? Checking it out, and he was not only the first professional footballer to be openly gay, he was the first black footballer to get a £1 million transfer fee. So you're looking at very top talent. People invested $1 million in what year was that?
1980 something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was 81 when he moved to it was 81 when he moved to Forest.
yeah, to Nottingham Forest. Do you remember Nottingham Forest?
Two-time European champions.
No, it's in the Lost Woods.
Wow. Legend of Zelda reference. Nice.
You're welcome, gamer.
Home of one Mr. Robin Hood and the Sheriff of Nottingham.
And wasn't there a dude named Little John?
Yes.
Tight. Getting my stories right.
Sherwood Forest.
Anyway, dude got paid $1 million in '81. That's pretty unheard of, and the fact that it was a black footballer, it was news at the time.
Yeah, the first £1 million transfer fee period only happened like 2 years prior.
So here's where the true crime comes in. So in March of 1998 in the United States, in Ellicott City, Maryland. A 17-year-old claimed to police that he had been sexually assaulted by Fashanu after a night of drinking. Teenager said that the act was not consensual and was being performed as he woke up. Since the act took place in Fashion News apartment, which was located in the aforementioned Ellicott City, Maryland, where at the time, and I hope it's at the time and they fixed it since then, but homosexual acts were illegal in Maryland in 1998.
Which
Like-
baffles the shit out of
Oh
me.
yeah, there's still all kinds of weird laws all around the country.
There are.
You
and
can't
it's-
put salt on train tracks in Alabama.
So naturally, this story starts to become more interesting and more like, yo, what the hell, you know? So, Fashion News was questioned on April 3rd, but he wasn't arrested. A warrant was later issued for his arrest, but he had already went back to his native England, right? Citing the fact that, and it's very true.
Is this an extradition thing?
No.
No, England has an extradition treaty,
There's,
which is what we get into later.
yeah, hold your horses. Nice. So anyway,
God.
That was a horrible.
so
meme.
he was arrested, or he
terrifying.
wasn't arrested. He was
Damn, Cam.
when they went to serve the warrant. He wasn't there. He had already moved back to England
He was living in a monastery at first in Leicestershire.
because the reason he cited later in his suicide note that he didn't, or that he went back to England, was because he did not believe he was going to get a fair trial because of his homosexuality. Which,
He's not wrong.
right. So I don't hate that. What I don't like is where this ends up and forces him in his head to go. And basically, according to a chaplain, who I'm gonna butcher the name, so I'm not even gonna guess it right now. But according to a chaplain, Fashanu confided in him shortly before going back to England, stating that the alleged victim was attempting to blackmail / extort him for money.
Of course.
In the suicide note, he denied all the allegations and, like I said, feared that a fair trial wasn't going to happen because of his homosexuality. On May 1st, 1998, he was last seen leaving a gay health club in Shoreditch in England. The next day, he was found, unfortunately, hanging from the rafters by like an electric cable next to a stack of tires in a deserted lock-up garage. So, in the suicide note, he had mentioned that, you know, he didn't do it, like, this is basically an extortion attempt, and it kind of brings up well, I would like to see, you know, more about that type shit. Like, did this dude get totally railroaded, which is, as we've seen recently and in all kinds of our history, that happens in the American.
I mean, truth is told by the victors, right? So, and people lie all the time.
But the problem
So,
is, right. But the problem is,
are you ever going to know the truth?
Who's the liar in that story?
I'm
The person,
As-
obviously, that was trying to blackmail.
well as that's
True.
Possibly.
Hold on,
Possibly.
we're not
Possibly. Allegedly.
exactly because in truthful we
Just like
are.
this podcast.
I'm not in any way trying to take the position of victim blaming. However, what I could find up today, what I found today, I have a lot more questions going into it than I had. You know what I mean? Like it started off with and it just took us down this road to, you know, it's like there's all kinds of shit. Like his brother fucking was famous too, and like kind of shit on him at the time, and then later recanted. Yeah.
He said after his brother had died that he'd regretted some of the comments he made, basically saying he didn't believe his brother was truly gay, and that he thought he was coming out seeking attention because, to be fair, like later on in his career, his brother did put out a lot of stories that were false into the tabloids
Absolutely.
to try to draw attention to himself to make more money,
Because the world is run.
because all publicity is good publicity. But
And because
He also
British
made-
journalism.
Yeah.
Journalism is shit.
he also made comments about like saying that he wouldn't personally want to share the locker room with a gay player
Yeah, like I mean, like this was
from
right
his
right after his brother came out. Now, little context in that one, it doesn't make it so cut and dry, is the fact that he didn't tell his brother that he was gay until literally the night before the paper ran with the story. But to be fair, the only reason that the paper was running the story was because he basically was going to be exposed by another one, by a different newspaper. So they got the thing where they jumped out in front of it and shit. So like there's so many levels, and like the fact that like how like relevant it is to other stories that are still fucking happening, and like dude, how many times do we gotta fucking repeat the same goddamn mistakes before we're like, yeah, let's move forward with some shit.
Joe, you have a way of making Cameron depressed.
No, that should have made you feel way better. That's
Yeah,
our
your life
goal.
is-
We're
your
trying
life
to
isn't
we're
that
trying to
bad.
pump you up.
By telling even sadder stories.
Well,
At least you're not a gay black footballer.
it's true.
Wow, I'm gonna fucking have you edit that into a little snippet for me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, what's cow?
Cow.
What? Okay, now you're making me. Okay, well now I gotta Google shit.
It's kind of
I
your
mean,
job.
it's just a real quick question. Cow?
He thought you might have known.
I know what cacao is.
Cacao?
brain.
What is cacao?
That's where chocolate comes from.
Oh, that's what I said. Cow.
Oh,
Cacao.
CAU.
Yeah, how'd you know that? That's really good.
Because that's where chocolate comes
You wanted to get in on the IQ test?
Do you want to? I feel like
You wanna take it
if
too?
we're gonna print 2 out, we might as well print out 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be the moderator.
I don't care. You're still taking one. We're all
Is
for
there,
it.
is
I'm
there a
dumb
way
as
that we
shit.
can do
I
this
can't
on
spell.
our phones?
No,
Oh no,
has to be done old school. Number 2 pencils. Bring your own. Bring your own sharpener.
I'm not borrowing your
I'm not
sharpener.
playing fuck
no.
around. It better be a number 2. The Scantron won't read anything else.
oh god, I already get Scantron. It's like I'm in college again.
Wait,
Wait, what?
can you actually do those?
Shit, yeah,
Scantron?
we can do anything.
Dude, yeah, it's just circles with numbers, and then we just
If you dream it, Cameron, we can do it.
if you build it,
I
they
mean,
will
we're
come.
doing this right now. We
Sure.
dreamt it,
We did.
and now we're doing
No,
it.
We didn't dream. Did we
I mean,
dream
we
this?
kinda did.
We
You did.
developed it. We developed it. I came up with the idea.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the difference. What's more important, effort or results?
Results.
Joe, go.
Results.
Cameron,
Results.
results. Brandon.
Effort.
Oh,
Okay, I would say that my first inclination was to say effort, but because strictly speaking in the society in which we live, it is more beneficial to be a results driven than effort driven.
because time is money,
I think I just said something smart.
and money is freedom.
No big deal. I'm smart. It's just an act.
Money is freedom.
Money is a
But money
construct.
also- Yeah, but money also like
Money doesn't exist.
Thank you.
But
There
it
he is.
confines people.
Welcome to Tokenomics with
have
Matthew.
The tokenomics with Matthew. Let's talk about the
The
Nestle
tokenomics for
Corporation.
Matthew.
Nestle? I like
Yeah.
it's chocolate. It ties in. Is that
Oh, it
Is that
does?
what you were talking about?
Holy
cacao
shit! No way.
For? Oh man, I thought you said cow at first, and I was like, what an idiot. But then
Yeah.
I was like, cacao.
Cacao, Nestle
Yeah, it's
Corporation.
like pow, but like cacao.
Yeah, I definitely heard cow too. So
I heard cowtail the first time, but that's definitely because I'm high.
that sounds really good. I want
Nestle's
one.
got over 2,000 products, over like 360,000 employees,
And it's probably not all chocolate, right?
180
I
countries.
have a rando question for everybody.
No.
What's your fucking favorite chocolate bar? Hold up.
Oh my God, the number one drug of the world, sugar.
Snickers
Snickers.
or almond joy.
It's
Not a
whatchamacallit.
sponsor. Not a
for me.
sponsor.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Still not a sponsor.
Damn, it should be.
Joe,
What?
what's yours?
I don't know. I'm still putting a few feelers out there. I haven't tasted all the candy bars. I need all the evidence before I make a decision.
Well, that's
But
fair.
do you remember we talk about health? I got health and tokenomics, right?
I like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's more healthy.
Yeah, apparently it
Makes them talkative?
no, it fucking cures depression. I read that somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, no shit. You should eat the fuck
I
out of it.
love dark chocolate.
Hell yeah.
We should get you an IV of dark chocolate.
Fuck yeah.
An
Pump it right
IV.
in, bro.
Oh my god.
All right.
Back
so-
to cow.
Hold on. Let's get this shit on track.
No, I had to tell you how evil the Nestle Corporation was.
Oh yeah, go. But I want to get back to poems this week.
Oh, yeah, we will. Do you got your poem ready?
No, I'm just gonna spitball it because that's my thing.
Okay, I'll go last. No, I'll go first. It doesn't matter. Back to Nestle's. Nestle's so evil, right? Child labor off the coast of Africa, where they actually started their business, where they tricked all them bitches into switching to baby formula
And
instead
by-
of breast milk.
And by bitches,
So when
you mean the indigenous?
Yeah, because they
I
didn't
often
have
refer to
water
them
and
as-
shit, and then this, that, and the other, and then they were doing the humanitarian thing, which is technically a fucking tax write-off, and then they were getting them hooked on the formula, and then when they're hooked on the formula, it's this, that, and the other, and they've been caught several times comparing their products to milk, and then they merged in '85 and became a huge conglomerate, and probably half the products in all your fucking kitchens has Nestle's on it, but yet they're the ones that are taking the water away from the Californians, causing the drought, causing the wildfires, causing the damage, and also with the plastic bottles that they're putting them into the water, and then charging you for something that should literally be free. And their president and shit has said that many a times, and they make tons of fucking money and use child labor.
Are they some of the bastards
Well, here's
that
the
actually
problem.
put shit in the water?
Here's the
make you
problem.
thirsty?
When I did the deep dive into the water subject, where I was trying
Fun
to find the
times.
best water for me, Brandon, I even looked into non-ionized water. Apparently, it's really bitter and like makes your taste buds inflamed.
What's
I
ionized?
haven't tried it yet, but
Well, what does it do to you?
another time.
Gives you
But the
power.
point is, the favorite water that I found, because everybody's body is different, right? Your genetics are all different.
Yeah.
That's epigenome.
But
shit like
everybody,
that.
but everybody poops.
Everybody does.
Right.
poop,
So the
yes.
water that I picked that I really liked was San Pellegrino. It's supposedly mineral water, naturally carbonated, this, that, and the other.
Not a sponsor.
Guess who owns them?
Fucking Nestle.
Nestle.
I was listening.
They own like Polar Springs.
Polar
They
Bears.
probably own what you're drinking right there, Cameron. What is that?
Crystal Geyser. Not a sponsor.
Probably do. There's only like 2 huge water companies in the world.
What is it?
Something like that.
You said this
Crys-
might be
Crystal-
owned by
And
Nestle.
I'm sure Nestle's own. I'm sure BlackRock's got shares in Nestle's. It's all one big giant circle jerk, to be honest with you.
That sounds like a wonderful another podcast.
Next week, aspartame.
Next week, ask Brandon.
No, aspartame and mice. Jesus Christ, we're all getting cancer. We got to eat more.
Aspartame is like the fake sugar they put in diet soda.
I thought for sure me and Brandon were gonna bring the mood down, and you have put the cherry on top,
Cancer.
sir.
Yeah.
You did this true crime depression thing for Cameron. I
Oh, I'm sorry. Is history fucking sad for you?
Kind of.
My bad. Write your own fucking history. Then.
You think that was for me?
Well, we're not the victors yet.
Not yet. The fight continues.
We are the champ.
No, we're definitely gonna get sued.
No.
Freddie Mercury's dead. It's fine.
Yeah, but his estate's not.
Yeah.
Brian May won't care.
I think he will. I feel like Brian May's got that kind of time. Kick
Nah,
ass.
he's got some science shit to do now.
He's a really good guitarist.
He is. I enjoy his fucking solos, and his rhythm, and his lead.
Good guitarist. Great.
Anyway, let's bring it full circle here. Matthew, I hear that we've gotten great feedback from the poetry section you did last week.
Sure, we'll do it again. Welcome to Matthew's Poetry Corner.
Yeah, Matthew's Poetry Corner.
In all fairness, as a disclaimer,
Yeah. Tell you what, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. Still new section.
Corner.
Yeah, I like that.
I actually kind of stole this from Brandon.
It's a lot of what I do.
Add nice, sugar and spice. I'll take you on a cruise to somewhere nice you haven't been before. Love was meant for more. You moved up close. I could feel your sweat. I kissed you on the neck and you got wet.
Stop it.
It's a shallow treat for a guy like me. Because everybody's looking at you like they want to. Like they want to go home with you. Everybody's looking at you like they want to. Like they want to. Like they want to. Like they want to go home with you. So that's what I'm rocking this week. Can't get it out of my playlist. It's called The Wolf by Miniature Tigers. I was turned on to it by Brandon. Thank you very much for getting that catchy little number stuck in my head.
Well,
We're going to go around the corner. You're next.
Well, fun fact, Cameron is actually the one that showed me that band.
Holy shit, it's all coming around full circle. Joe, you better connect this.
Oh, shit.
Which band?
I already...
Miniature Tigers.
Richard Tark. Yeah, they are really good.
Fantastic band.
all right, I think I got something, but you guys aren't going to like it. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Cameron. What's your jam?
Well, hold on. I didn't do my jam yet. I just pointed out that Cameron showed me
Yeah.
Miniature Tigers.
bet
I
you're
showed-
last.
showed,
This
Matthew.
place.
That Matthew's now shown to you. So you have to go listen to that band and fall in love with them now.
Not sure how that works.
But no, this week I've been rocking with the Aces. Specific track to recommend, I would probably say New Emotion. That's a good one. have that album on vinyl from Under My Influence.
Nice.
Interesting.
Cameron?
Dr. Hoomst by Origami Angel.
I would say Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, any song.
That's it?
I think
Wow.
so.
All right, that's what we've been rocking this week.
Every time.